morning, CNN News. Today, U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke teaches us out of the next crisis, and inflation is cheered up to boost the economy. Let's go with the band.
Thank you, Oscar. Going deeper in the topic of what Bernanke said, one of the main lessons of the crisis is we as citizens need to be responsible for our own financial dealing. Since we are young, learn to deal with our finance, deal with our debts, deal with our money. We can put everything on everything on government. We can put everything on Wall Street. Part of it is our responsibility. So this way, in any future situation, crisis will be avoided or at least controlled. Students need to understand that practices in financial dealings are really important.
I personally think that the economical crisis was due to a non-response to a situation. So guided by the Bernanke's opinion, actually schools should really have education on the economical crisis. According to interviews, people that's not studying the crisis, they think that the crisis will never affect to them, but it will really affect them if they don't know how to protect themselves from the crisis. So this needs to be an education worldwide.
So, in conclusion, we can say that including economic classes in schools someday a crisis that started like this one, it will be an important, and the economic of the entire country will not even notice it. So, it's just it.
What do you think, people, about inflation? It's bad for us. But think on the US government when inflation helps economy. Here, our specialist will talk about their opinion about Fed considering inflation to raise United States economy. Do you think you can work? Let's see what we think.
Well, first, they stimulate spending. If consumers think that in the future the prices will rise, they will most likely to spend their money now that they have it, because in the future the money they have will be not enough to buy anything. So that's the first reason. Let's hear Jose.
I think that one of the leading factors that has kept companies from hiring more is the weak demand. So if higher inflation stimulates spending, it might just as well give companies the signal that they have been waiting, that is to expand and create more jobs. That's my reason.
Well, continue or adding what Daniel said, we can say that household finance are a mess, and this is the main factor why it's increasing the economic recovery.
Well, I personally think that using inflation to rise a country's economy could be, for one part, a good idea, a good plan, but for another, thinking as a citizen, everything rises, everything you can find in the market, and then depending on the economical class, you can see for many people no problem, like 50 cents, but 50 cents for many people could be like a whole life. So let's think of it like inflation just to work in business. I think if this inflation rises, for example, let's say on taxes, mostly in business, a larger percent, every business that pays lots of money could probably help the country's economy, helping the business. The enterprise will rise its economy, helping the country's economy rise. So that's why I'm more into the stimulus specifying that Daniel said as raising each thing so we can buy and at the same time rise.
Yes, I agree with these reasons, but I think that they are more in theory than practice, because it's things or they suppose what people may think if that's happened, but the mind of the people can be manipulated by something. It's
Well, with this topic, we can relate it with globalization if we want, because it's due to all this stuff.
It can be like globalization, that is distributing more, selling more, and at the same time we sell more, you rise a little bit more, so that each time we're buying, we're gaining more as a country. But if you see it this way, many businesses try to raise their prices if they have lots of sales. But lowering the prices with more sales, practically for the country's economy is the same, because there's more production, less gaining, and less gaining for more selling. It's a balance. You're getting in the same economical status. So practically making a small inflation, you combine the sales, the prices, more sales, a little more price, your economy will go from here to here in, I don't know, 2 years, 1 year.
And as you said, you sell more and you need to produce more. So when you're producing more, you need more employees. So you hire more people and you are preventing another crisis in there.
But this is a problem that it will never end, because if one country can increase its economy, it can increase its economic case, but another country will decrease.
But,
Because all these are like an interconnectedness.
but think of it, another country will go down. But if this inflation is relating the United States with all the world, being from the United States business that make exports to another country, probably if you work these exports to the small countries that are going down, the export, the taxes, the barriers, they are all rising for both, because the United States rises taxes, so the small country pays more to enter the United States and it goes down. But what happens to the products sent from the United States to those countries? They are cheaper, but the moment arriving to the other small country, using the same reason that the small country enters the United States paying more, the United States entering this small country also will pay more. So for this small country, it's like equality. It pays more, but it gains more. So probably it will always be a little bit down, but it will be rising year by year.
Well, that's true.
I think that's a perfect balance.
We need balance.
Balance will be inflation. So, as the Fed said, balance is everything we need. Thank you.
Thank you, CNN News. See you next time. I hope you learned something about the economic crisis. See you later.